Thank you for joining our new series called Back to the Cross. And we will be doing this for the next 5 weeks. And each week we'll be looking at a new episode. And each episode we will be breaking down into 5-minute bite sizes each day so that you have something every day to go back to into venturing out into this great subject of going back to the cross. So people have asked me, why is it important to go back to the cross? And of course it is very important to go back to the cross because the Great Commission, sadly today in the modern day era of the modern day church, has become the Great Omission. And we know that Jesus spoke in Matthew 28 verse 19 when he gave us the Great Commission. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. And the question really is, what is stopping us? $1,000,000 question. What is stopping us? If Jesus gave us such a great command, what is stopping us from doing this? Well, there's a couple of things that we'd like to look at in the next 5 minutes. So buckle up, get ready, have a cup of coffee or your tea at hand, and let's go on a short journey. Paul writes in Galatians 2 verse 20, and herein lies many truths. I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. So we have to ask ourselves this question: have I really died? Wow. Do I really have an appreciation for what Christ did for me? Because have I really died with him? Do I really understand what happened on that cross? Is there 3 crosses on that hill on Golgotha, or is there a 4th one? My cross. And Jesus said that we have to take up our cross every day and follow him. And Paul said, I die daily. So the question is, are there 3 crosses on that hill at Calvary, at Golgotha, or is there my cross as well? Do I have a developed understanding and an appreciation of Calvary? Paul writes in Philippians 3 verse 10, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his suffering. Paul understood the price that it costed Christ to die on the cross. And so in this modern day and age that we live in, we understand the price of things. We understand the price of coffee, for instance. We understand how many hands it has to go through to get that wonderful cup of joe to my cup every morning. Sometimes, or some people don't understand what the journey is for that coffee bean to get to become a delicious hot beverage in my cup every morning, and they cheapen the drink thinking, why is this thing so expensive? Because they do not understand the journey, and therefore they do not understand the price. But Paul understood the journey and he understood the price, and so we're going to venture in these few minutes together to try and comprehend what was the price that Christ paid. Because if I understand the price and I understand the journey, I will have a greater appreciation. And herein lies the biggest truth. If I truly died with Christ and I truly understood the price that he paid for me, it would come easy to be faithful over the Great Commission. So I'd like to ask 2 more questions in helping us to navigate through this. And the first one is, what? Do we really identify with what happened at the cross? You see, the cross is the ultimate place of exchange. Do we understand that that is really what happened? that there was an exchange, that Christ made a transaction out old life for a new one. And so, not laboring the point too much, because we're going to be unpacking this over the next 5 weeks. The second question we want to look at is, how did he do this? And together we're going to be exploring the 5 ways Jesus did it. So the first one we're looking at today is that old rugged cross. So of course, Calvary was the place of exchange, and the first instrument of that exchange was the cross. Now, if we would just understand the harsh brutality of that cross, we would have a much clearer picture of the journey and a much more deeper appreciation of the price Jesus paid. It is estimated that before Jesus picked up the cross, which by the way weighed about 75 kilograms, that's almost the same body weight that Jesus weighed. Imagine that. And that after the brutality and the abuse that he went through, losing all that blood, that started at the Garden of Gethsemane, all the beating, all the scourging, all the abuse. And before he got to the cross, it is estimated that he lost around about 2.5 liters of blood, which medical scientists will tell you that at that point, that naturally would have meant that he was supposed to have died already. And as if that was not enough, he then picked up that cross and he carried a 75 kilogram piece of wood through the Via Dolorosa, which was a 600-meter journey of shame and pain and embarrassment, belittlement, bereavement, and the absolute agony that he endured on that cross. And of course, this is a topic we can talk for hours and hours on. But in short, the Roman cross was the cruelest form of execution, as just the way of hanging on that cross would crush every bone, pull every ligament and every joint out of place, and finally then suffocate its victim to death while it is in extreme torture every second of the last moments of life. So the cross was an extremely painful way for Jesus to die. And this is why Paul writes in Galatians 3 verse 13 that Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law by becoming a curse for us, for it is written, "Cursed is anyone who is hung on a tree." So Jesus swapped his life for my life, his perfect life in heaven, humiliating himself not just to come and live as an ant on this earth, but to die that gruesome death, humiliating death on the cross, so that my curse could be exchanged for his blessing, my hell could be exchanged for his heaven, my death could be exchanged for his life. Friends, I trust that this is the beginning of a 5-week journey, that we could develop a deeper understanding, a deeper love, a deeper appreciation of the price that Jesus paid for us. And at the end of 5 weeks, that we would be so on fire to tell the whole world about Jesus and what he did. So keep an eye out. From next week, we will be starting to advertise something very, very special that is going to happen in the first week in September. But we'll tell you more about that next week. Until we see you next time tomorrow, God bless you and good night.